ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to, we're on that one right there, Justin. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to have a good old time. We've got Justin Townsend in the building. Justin Townsend, Fairfield High School football coach, and the high school athletic director, high school girls track coach, right?
Boys track coach.
Boys track coach. It used to be girls.
No.
Never were girls?
No, always boys.
Always boys. I don't pay attention.
When I was an assistant, I worked with both the boys and the girls, but been the boys coach. I lose track of time, maybe 10 years now.
Boys track's doing pretty good.
Yeah, conference champs, sectional champs this year, past spring. So
that's
got it rolling.
So you're taking all credit for that?
No, that's all those kids and the work they put in.
That's exactly right. Yeah, but we're going to talk a little high school football today with Justin. He is the coach of Fairfield, and the Mules coming off another playoff run. They're going to see if they can get back into it again here in 2025. Welcome to the show, folks. Thank you so much for being here. Let's tell you a little bit about some things going on in and around our area here on this gorgeous Monday, August 4th. I hope you all enjoyed the weekend. Cool weather, about time. So that is, appreciate you all coming back to the television set and sitting inside today. Community events going on. Well, speaking of school getting ready to go, it's school physical time up in Flora at 8 a.m. this morning. I believe it's all day long, 8 to 4. The Clay County Hospital will be offering walk-in school physicals Monday, August 4th, and Wednesday, August 13th. So it's today and next Wednesday. They will be bringing the physicals for you from 8 to 4. No need for appointment, just walk on in. What years what classes of kids have to have? You're a teacher. Do you even know?
All incoming freshmen.
All incoming freshmen.
Have to have one, and then if you are planning to participate in extracurricular, you have to have one.
Oh, okay. And I didn't know kindergartners or something like that, or
maybe I would say. I think in the grade school levels, definitely kindergarten. I think maybe they have to have a dental exam and eye exam as well.
Oh, okay. But that's probably, I can attest, you need eye exam. you got to have good eyes. Right. You got to have good eyes. So, I go to the Clay County Hospital. No appointment necessary. Again, that is today and next Wednesday. What else is going on here on Monday? Also at the Clay County, now this is at the Clay County Health Department. They're having a vaccine clinic today. The Clay County Health Department having the back-to-school vaccine clinic from 9 a.m. right now until 7 p.m. today. Illinois state law requires certain immunizations for children and adults enrolled in child care, school, or college. So state law also mandates immunizations for adults in specific fields of work. They can tell you a lot more at the Clay County Health Department. That's just down there behind the radio station. You know where to find it. Easy to find. What else is going on this week? Actually, we're not taping another show until Thursday. So I looked on Tuesday, folks. I couldn't find anything to tell you about on Tuesday. However, on Wednesday, the Sisney reunion getting underway on Wednesday night. Of course, Wednesday night at the Sisney reunion, you know what that means. Glory! It's the church night. The Hoppers concert will be on Wednesday night. It is at 7 p.m. Hoppers will have a free concert Wednesday, August 6th during the Sisney reunion at 7 p.m. in the Sisney Village Park. Bring a lawn chair, and in case of rain, the event will be moved to the fire station behind the bandstand. You know where it is. You can't miss it. They're in downtown Sisney. The Hoppers are playing on Wednesday night. What else going on Wednesday? Up in Effingham, it is a songwriter open mic night. Songwriter open mic night. They do it. Poss Music Works does it every week at Village Wine and Spirits, 7:30. is the starting time. Sign up. You can sign up in advance. Go to POSmusicworks.com, or is it .org? One or the other. And then you can sign up in advance to get on the list to play. Some nights they're full up, and so you may not get on the list, but you can always go up and watch, as that is a good time. You sign in to play or come enjoy the show. Again, at 7:30 on Wednesday nights. What else going on, ladies and gentlemen? This being August 4th, folks, this is one you can't. I love these today. National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day on August 4th gives us an opportunity to dunk America's #1 favorite cookie in a tall glass of ice cold milk, coffee, or tea, whether yours are homemade or store-bought. The only way to celebrate is to indulge in chocolate chip cookies. Those look pretty good. Without chocolate chips, the cookie would still be #1, but or would it? All right, what year? I don't know if I've ever asked you this before. This is a good trivia question. I'll give you 10 years either way. When was the chocolate chip cookie invented? It was invented at the Toll House restaurant in Boston, south of Boston, Massachusetts. A lady named Ruth Graves Wakefield cut baker's chocolate into a cookie,
Right.
and created the chocolate chip cookie.
I don't know.
Give you 10 years either way.
1895.
That's a good guess. It's later than that, surprisingly.
Really?
1937.
Wow. Okay.
What were people eating
Yeah.
in the early teens and 20s? They didn't realize how good chocolate chip cookies were.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the chocolate chip cookie invented in 1937. As I said, she was looking for baker's chocolate to blend in the dough. Instead, she used semi-sweet chocolate instead. She figured it would just melt into the dough and work like baker's chocolate, but no, it stayed in chip form, and thus a classic was born. Apparently, she wrote a book about it. And there are all kinds of course, good chocolate chip cookie recipes coming. Toll House cookie. All right, what else going on this week, folks? This is all good food today. I'll eat the heck out of this one as well. This is National Oyster Day. Actually, tomorrow, August 5th, National Oyster Day. Get slurping on August 5th with National Oyster Day. They're enjoyed as seafood in many parts of the world. Do you eat oysters?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. You don't like them cooked or raw?
No.
Raw oysters are great.
I'll take your word for it.
Raw oysters are a lot of fun. These mollusks provide valuable nutrients, whether eaten cooked or raw, since they supply a high amount of B12 and vitamin A. They also benefit heart, skin, and brain health. These vitamins also support lung and kidney function. Additionally, oysters benefit the environment since their valves are capable of cleansing an ecosystem of pollutants. So the Chesapeake Bay produces more oysters in the world than any other body of water. I did not realize that. The world consumes almost. See, you're not holding up. You're not holding up your head. The 2 billion pounds of oysters eaten throughout the world. That means for every man, woman, child, and dog. Right. There's like a half a pound of oysters for every man, woman, child.
You're right. I'm not holding it up. Sounds like you're making up for it.
I would help. Yeah, I am helping. Yeah, See, now the cool part about good oysters, and I don't think we have any pictures of them here. See, what you do is you put creme fraiche on top of that. Okay. You put a little dollop of creme fraiche on there, and then you put caviar on top of that, and then you pour vodka on it.
Okay,
that's called a Prussian oyster.
Okay,
and after a few of those, you don't care about the taste.
Probably don't care.
Yeah. There you go, folks. Enjoy Oyster Day on Tuesday. It's a wonderful way to get your vitamins. There you go. What else going on Wednesday? Since, like I said, I'm not going to have a new show until Thursday. On Wednesday, folks, this is a good one. Now you'll do this.
I can get behind that.
All right.
I feel like we've done a show before when it's been
Well, we probably have. I usually have you here around this time of year. Yeah, I need to bring you root beer floats.
Yeah, we need to have a root beer float day.
That's exactly right. Wednesday is root beer float day. A scoop of vanilla ice cream in an ice cold mug of frothy root beer. The classic beverage creates a creamy treat loved by generations, also known as the Black Cow. Oh, see, all right, I'm going to ask you the same question. When was this one started? Hold on. I'll give you a hit.
Yeah.
Give me the same answer.
1895 is what it says.
It was 1893.
Okay.
There you go. August of 8. See, now you're right. How about that? Well, you win. I'll give you a prize. Who knows? Also known as the Black Cow. It got its start in Colorado in a mining camp. Frank J. Wisner of Cripple Creek, Colorado, gets credit for inventing it back in August of 1893. One night, he was the owner of the Cripple Creek Cow Mountain Gold Mining Company. He was staring out the window thinking about the line of soda waters he was producing for the citizens of Cripple Creek when he came upon an idea. The full moon that night shone on the snow-capped Cow Mountain and reminded him of a scoop of vanilla ice cream. He hurried back to his bar, threw a spoonful of ice cream into his children's favorite flavor of soda, Myers Avenue Red Root Beer, and after trying it, he liked it and served the next day, and it was an immediate hit. He called it the Black Cow Mountain. Local children shortened the name to Black Cow. Amazing.
Yeah.
That is actually a pretty good story. I did not know that. I did not know that either. I guess I never read this thing when we've had it before.
No.
Now we know. Yeah. So yeah, that's good. That's good to know. Let's take a look at what to watch on TV tonight, folks. Which am I on here? Let's switch to that one.
Okay.
All right. Major League Baseball tonight at 8:38. It is Tampa Bay at the LA Angels. Tampa Bay hadn't figured out who they're pitching yet. Yusei Kikuchi's pitching for the Angels. That's on MLB Network. Cincinnati Reds are at the Cubs. Nick Lodolo versus Colin Ray. That's at 7:05 tonight. Am I looking at the right one? Yeah. Okay. And that's on, see, with the I'm just so screwed up. Channel 367 Marquee Network. And then the Cardinals are out at the Dodgers. Sonny Gray pitching for the Cardinals. Dodgers have traded the guy they were going to start. That was going to be Dustin May, so it's still to be determined who the Dodgers are going to pitch. That's at 9:10 tonight on the FanDuel Network, Channel 370. That is Justin Townsend. I'm Bruce Dickey. We're going to come back, talk a little football. Back right after these words. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch, small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that has set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for joining in today. I am joined by Justin Townsend, Fairfield High School football coach, as we talk a little bit about the Mules, Black Diamond Conference, and all other things. Bears. We'll get to the Bears. So you're probably pretty fired up about the Bears.
Well, I'm fired up, a little nervous though. Too.
I suspect so.
We made a lot of changes, and we'll see if it pays off.
Probably also talk a little Illini.
Yep, that's exciting if you're an Illinois fan this year.
That's true. But first, you've got the Fairfield Mules football squad. Yep. How is the team doing? Last year, 6-4 season, and 6-3 regular season, and lost the playoff game. Well, here's what it looked like if you're taking a look back. You had some good wins there. It's always and a nice run 4 in a row. You gotta like getting that, but and the El Dorado win, that's always satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always good to beat El Dorado. Absolutely. So.
Flora at home and CZR, Hamilton County, Edwards County. The tough part of this is the losses. You were in the games with Cesar-Valere and Carmi and Johnson City as well. What do you take out of the returning kids? What do you take out of that?
You mentioned those losses. We were beating Johnston City most of the first half, and then lost.
They had they one of the kickoff return or something. Interception return.
Lost the running back that game.
Logan Tulls.
Carmi leading in that game, and then the Cesar game was the monsoon weekend, and lost that game 8-6. Had an opportunity to win that one. So it's still had a great year, but at the same time, if the ball bounces a few different ways, maybe we're sitting at 8-1.
That's the thing. Yeah. It was kind of a strange year in that every time you took a step forward, it seemed like it took 2 steps back.
Right, and but our kids persevered. It was a tough year for a lot of reasons, but our kids pushed through and still had a really, really solid season. And you mentioned Greenville. We got to match up with them again.
Yeah, this is the second year in a row you played Greenville.
And, we were just a little overmatched. I'll just be brutally honest with you, and wasn't the outcome that we wanted. But
I think they were surprised when they lost their next week game.
They beat Nashville. Beat them. Yeah, and Nashville is really strong. Typically, Nashville plays down in 2A, but they've gotten bumped up to 3A. And now it did help Nashville was at home for that game, so that made a big difference. But I think Greenville kind of jumped out on them, if I remember correctly, maybe 2 or 3 scores, and then Nashville battled back and won the game. So
it's always fun to look at the past, and then the cool thing is you had some pretty good players play in All-Star. So tell me about that.
Yeah, so this is the Southern Illinois Coaches Association SICA All-Star game that we play every year. This year we played at Mount Vernon.
That field's pretty nice.
Very nice. They rotate it around. It's played in the first week of June, first weekend in June, to turf fields, just because of the grass and things like that. But it got Miller, Simpson, Eric Locke, Bentley Rogers, and Combs there. And Coach Clark and I down at El Dorado were kind of the chairman of that, and we kind of pieced it together. We've incorporated some of the teams from the Metro East as well. I think Mascoutah came over and played, and had some kids from Twinton Wesleyan, and so it's not just Southern Illinois. We've kind of incorporated the Metro East, and then we try to divide up the teams the best we can, competitive wise, and
it's been a competitive game.
Yeah, it's been a competitive game. There's some rules built in place to keep it competitive.
To keep it competitive as well as to keep out injuries.
Right, to keep out injuries, and it's just a lot of fun. I'm glad our kids get to experience it each year.
One of the things we talk about over the several years is that always like to get kids college exposure.
Right, absolutely.
And did you get anybody from last year's team moving on? I know some of those kids. I think Bentley Rogers.
Bentley Rogers is going to Missouri Baptist. He's going to
number 76 there.
Going to wrestle and I believe play football. Eric Locke, 48, is going to Greenville.
Oh, is he really?
Play football at Greenville, maybe throw shot and discus for him. So,
wow.
So pretty exciting.
Eric's going to have to put on a few pounds to throw a shot.
Yeah, he's a tactician. I mean, he works at it. He's very good technically wise, and he's really only been throwing. He started throwing at the end of his junior year, so really only threw about a little over a year.
What was he getting? How far was he getting?
He was in I think 148 was his best throw.
That's good.
Discus. So I mean, and I think he's pretty strong. So I think he's only going to improve. He was still undecided if he was going to throw it collegiately, but he is planning on playing football at Greenville.
Well, I tell you what, and that's one of the things that your job is to train and help the kids move along, isn't it?
Right, and if a kid wants to play at the next level, I'm going to do everything I can to help them get to that. And fortunately, there's opportunities for kids to do that out there.
Do you still have any older kids playing elsewhere?
Let's see. We got
I was thinking
off the top
Robbins isn't. He's finished.
No, he's done.
He finished college early.
The Gonzalez kid.
Is Peyton Allen still playing?
Isn't playing at Greenville. Peyton Allen is still playing at North Central, one of the top Division IIIs in the nation. But I believe he's having hip surgery, so he's out this year. So we have a few out there still playing, which is exciting.
Yeah,
it's always nice to see those guys.
Do you ever do you ever go to any of the games?
I try to make it to at least one game. It's a little difficult with our schedule, and we're running. We run the flag football program every Saturday in September. So, but yeah, we try to get out and watch a game.
Well, that's the thing. It's you're making the effort, and I think surely the families appreciate.
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
That's let's see. I was mentioning you are now the dean of the BDC coaches, aren't you?
Yeah. 20. This will be my 25th year.
Is that? I was going to say, does that make you happy or sad to lost Kurt Simon? Simon always had one more year.
Yeah, it's kind of wild to think about, honestly, because it doesn't.
Did you see this happening 20 years ago?
No. And with coaching and things like that, and
you must be very proud.
Life in general, but yeah. I like that I'm still at my alma mater 25 years later and coaching and getting to do what I love. I've been blessed.
Well, that's outstanding. All right, here's what the schedule is for this year. There's a new wrinkle in there. Tell me a little bit about Red Hill.
Red Hill,
week 2.
They are in the Black Diamond Conference, football only. We made a transition last year. The schools in the conference. Vienna is going to go independent football-wise. They'd struggled to field a varsity team. I think we'd only played them maybe one time in the last 4 years, and just really weren't making much of a commitment, honestly, to their football program.
Well, they'd had time.
Yeah, they'd had time, and
I remember 25 years ago going down there.
Right, so
or 20 years ago.
Yeah, and at the time they were a really solid program when they first came into the conference and played varsity.
We thought Mike Rude was about to retire then.
Right. Now he's back. So, so Red Hill had been playing an independent schedule.
Yeah.
They'd play schools in Indiana. They'd play schools on the other side of the state. Yeah. So they were looking for another option. Of course, as an old NEC school, I looked at it just plain. Would we want to keep battling this Vienna problem? And if they do play, we got to go down there, or Red Hill, who's stable year in and year out, solid program.
Right.
For middle year.
Speaking of that, you may not be the dean of coach. Well, you're the dean in the BDC.
Right.
But I bet you Billy Gray's been with Red Hill longer than you have.
No, he's a year or two younger than me.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, you got started about as quickly as you could.
I got started right out of college. I think he was under. I'm trying to think who was there prior to him.
Oh, it's the same guy who was there when they were.
Right, same guy when I played.
Like Evans or something.
Evans, Coach Evans.
Yeah.
Billy was an assistant under him before he took over. Yeah.
Well, it's a welcome change. Isn't it?
Absolutely, and they're a good fit, and the travel for us isn't that bad at all. I think some of the schools in the South probably maybe not.
I was going to say, have you heard anything?
No, but it's. I think the stability. People aren't looking for games right now, and that's an added bonus.
I tell you what, it is interesting. Whenever we do Flora games, I'm on the booth is on the visitor side at Flora, and last year when they were playing Cesar, the last game there, had all these people from Cesar just, where the heck are we?
Right.
Had no idea how to get up, and it was funny. You'd have one person saying, "Well, my phone took me this way, and my phone took me this way." I was on I-57 and went all over the place.
Well, even our time in the Black Diamond, I mean, we started out as the farthest northern school.
That's right.
So now we've got Red Hill, Edwards County, Flora, so it's now we're kind of centrally located in comparison to everybody else. So it's worked out pretty well for us.
The way things change, the way they stay the same. Yeah. That's interesting. Here with Justin Townsend, we're going to talk more. We're going to talk about, haven't even done it yet, talk about the 25 squad after these words. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back after these.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mud hole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Beth Cooper. And I am Stacey Earlywine, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV, joined by Justin Townsend, the Fairfield head football coach, and looking for, you had 6 wins last year. I saw on that graphic how many qualifying, how much the squad has qualified for the playoffs. I'm thinking you is Fairfield looked at now as maybe a school or a program to try to reach because of that number of qualifiers.
Well, I think we had a run there.
And do the kids realize that?
Yeah, I mean, we had a run where we were winning conference championships. I think we had the longest conference win streak.
30
something.
wins.
I lose track. And
39 wins.
And then we kind of dropped off a little bit, but we were still a playoff caliber team.
Right.
And I think that's the expectation in our conference. I mean, obviously, we'd like to get back on top. We'd
Right.
like to get up in that upper echelon. We've hit on a little bit. Johnston City's kind of had that run going.
Yeah.
Cesar's been really, really good. But I think, we expect to make the playoffs each year. But
Do
we'd
the
also
kids feel the expectations?
I think they do 100%. I mean, they want to be successful, and they know what it takes. I mean, our attendance in the summer is tremendous. The buy-in that our kids have is tremendous, and they know that we're working towards that goal, and that one of our goals every year is to be a playoff team.
Right. Also, you get the opportunity. It's fun. I stole some pictures off the internet this week for today. It looks like the kids have an opportunity to work with younger kids.
Absolutely.
As well.
Yeah.
And that looked like your boys were having a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I organize it, but I'm going to be honest with you. The kids take it and run with it. They love
Let's
it.
see. I've got a little bit of it here.
So that'd be our 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders junior league camp. We got moved inside. The weather's been something this summer. Where
It's been one thing or the other, hasn't it?
But there you are working a little D line there with Coach Lyons and our other D linemen. And it's a fundamental camp. It's free. We have it every year. We're trying to get kids in the right stance and start. Basic drills. There's our little guys there. We got the outside for them.
This is like 1st through 4th grade?
This would be kindergarten through 4th, kindergarten through 4th. Doing a little blocking drill there. And
I got to tell you, if I'm that poor kid's mom who's on the side here, I'm thinking, take your glasses off before you hit the pad.
You'd be surprised what some of those little guys show up in, but it's all right. It's all fun. And then we coordinate it with the JFL signups too.
Oh, really?
So they come to our camp for free, and then the JFL set up, and they get them signed up for JFL football.
Well, your boys look like they're having a ball there.
Oh, yeah, they have a
your
good
high
time.
school kids.
They have as much fun as the kids. I mean,
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I've got a couple of more here.
There's Tucker. That's my son. He'll be a 3rd grader.
All right. I pulled this one. I thought that was Tucker, but I wasn't sure. I pulled this one for a purpose, though. We're working on kicking now.
Well, every little kid thinks they can kick. So, but we got a little segment. We got blocking in one corner. We got handoffs another. We got throwing another. And then we got a little special team segment there working with Braxton Gallagher. And, what's funny is, very few, there may be a few that play soccer, but all these kids, they see how the NFL guys, and even our high school kids are guilty. They line up like a soccer style kicker.
They're okay.
Like they're going to kick it with the inside of their foot. And I'm like, none of you guys are soccer players. You're going to kick it straight on.
You have no idea
so
what
just
they're
line
doing.
up straight and kick right through it. And
you've had soccer players. You've had
we had one that was exceptional.
Right. Doggone COVID
and
got him.
I'm like, he can line up like that, but none of you other guys need to take 3 steps back and 2 steps over to the left, because I said, you're not even kicking with the inside of your foot. You're just kicking it straight on. We actually have 2 or 3 of the old square toe kicking shoes.
Oh,
in
the
storage.
Grefzu shoes.
Oh, yeah. We have those, and I mean, every once in a while, like, you think you're a kicker? Well, strap this on and just kick it straight on. You mentioned the big Gallagher kid in the picture. I mean, he's about 6'5", 220, and he's wanting to try to kick for us. I'm thinking he's about a size 14, and we still got one from old Hunter Bryan.
No kidding.
I want to strap that on him. We're going to see what he can do.
Oh, I love the thought. Well, I have contended for years. I have contended for years. The best weapon you can have is having the other team start at the 20 as opposed to starting at the 40 and the 45.
It's a huge weapon. I mean, teams that can make high school teams, because the odds are there's going to be a penalty. Yeah. There's going to be a missed assignment. There's going to be something.
There's going to be some kind of drive stopper
in that 20
to
go 80 yards to do that. Now, the really good teams can do it, no problem. But an average team, an okay team, that's difficult.
Yeah,
it absolutely is. And there's something about starting on the 40 as opposed to starting on the 20. I mean, I just know as a play caller, you're like, well. do I really want to?
You can open it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
do I want to turn the ball over down here at the 20? Because that's probably points the other way. So it's a huge weapon. You're 100% correct.
It looks like here you're teaching the kids. Those are all your boys in the
Yeah,
stance,
there's
aren't
some little guys mixed in there, but yeah, that's a little stance and start.
Everybody's got a pretty good stance right there.
Yeah,
That looks
yeah.
everybody.
Well, that's my high school guys. I hope they're in a decent stance.
I'm gonna say that
It
looks
may
like
be a long year for
it looks like pretty decent
Yeah.
balance right there. I'll tell you what, let's see. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back here with Justin Townsend. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce. Taking back after these. Stick around.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, talking with Justin Townsend, Fairfield head football coach. Had been there for 25 years. You'd think I'd remember.
Yeah.
I guess things happen when you get older. Tell me about this year's squad. You got a returning quarterback.
Yeah, so we're around 50 in the program. We got very balanced classes, about 12 to 13 to a class.
Well, that's handy.
And we've got a lot of experience coming back. We're around 6 or 7 starters on offense and defense. Now, granted, some of those kids are two-way guys,
sure,
but they've played significant time. And then several other kids that have played special teams. So you mentioned returning starter at quarterback, Jude Carter, also played at corner for us. Mm-hmm. Really, really good runner. He was a member of our school record 4x100 meter team.
Oh, really?
So
he's got some speed.
He got some speed. He's really improved on that. He's done a lot, and he's worked on his passing game. And we think another year under the belt, he's going to run some option for us and things like that. But in general, he's just a good leader.
Well, that's one of the things the Mules have kind of moved into over the last few years. 10 years ago, it would have been double wing,
Right.
double wing. Now you're opening up the offense a little bit, aren't you?
You say that you're opening. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're throwing the ball over
Right.
the place, but we are a little bit more spread, wide open, spread option, read option type things like that. Trying to utilize our speed. We got some good speed coming back as well. But we're definitely multiple on offense, multiple sets. Which I think, as long as our kids can pick it up, which they've done a great job so
Right.
far at camp, I think that makes us hard to defend.
Let's talk a little bit about the running back situation. That's always one of the most important things with Fairfield is it's a running offense. You've got coming back off of the injury, Logan Tullis.
Logan Tullis is back.
How's he feeling?
He's looked great. He's looked great in camp. He actually got to play a little bit in the baseball season. Very, very good baseball player.
Last part of the year,
yeah.
I think.
But he's looked every day. He gets better at camp. I mean, every day he's fully cleared.
Senior.
So he wants to have a big year. He was set to have a really big year last year.
Well, he was really. We were there when he got injured, and it looked like he was coming into his own.
Yeah, he's not going to wow you with speed or anything like that, but he is
knows where the holes are.
Knows where the hole. He can read blocks. He's just very solid. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. So looking for big things out of him. Michael Barner, another member of that 4x1 school record team, is going to be in the backfield. He'll be a junior. I think he rushed for around 500 yards last year. Had some big games, but at times, looked like a sophomore out there.
Right. Well, it was his first year at the varsity.
But I think big things out of him. Keegan Downing is another one, another senior, solid running back for us. Started some games for us, had several hundred yards rushing. So we like the mix we got back there. Austin Greaves, another one that speedy, shifty.
Yeah, he came in and really
hit some big plays for us. We're big on the fullback position. Munoz played linebacker, all conference linebacker for us like last year. Nick Munoz is going to play some fullback for us.
Is that he's young, right?
No, he'll be a senior.
Oh, he's finally a senior. Okay.
Finally a senior, but he has played a lot of varsity football.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought
he actually moved from guard to fullback.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
I was wondering about
He was number 54 for the last 3 years, and we moved him to number 8 this year. And even though he's number 54 as a sophomore, he played some fullback, so it's nothing new. But
what does he think about that?
Oh, of course he loves it.
I had it my senior year.
Lineman's dream.
My senior year, we had a guy move from guard to fullback, and he loved it too.
Which as the fullback, hey, I'm going to get a few carries here and there, but I'm primarily a blocker,
right?
And he knows that. And some of the things we do offensively, we may not even feature a fullback. So.
Let's talk about the line.
Yeah, line coming excited about our line. Probably one of our best groups we've had in a few years. Jaden Wilson, senior for us, returning. Started a little bit as a sophomore, full-time last year. Going to be solid for us. At center, we got Braxton Marshall back.
Yeah.
He was the young man.
That's important.
Yeah, he was probably been a starter for us last year or in the mix. But he had a really, really bad break at the end of the previous year in his wrist, baseball.
Oh, really?
And so we're excited to have him back. He's looking good. King at guard is another one for us, looking good. Brock Hoke is a senior returning starter. Jack Copeland started for us, right tackle.
I was going to say, I thought Copeland started.
So, we have a lot of returners up front,
and
a lot of experience.
The way you play, the tight ends count as offensive linemen as well.
Lane Robson, another all-conference type player. Braken Kavachi, another, and what I like about both those kids, those are basketball kids. They're skilled kids.
They have size.
Good size. They can go up and get the football. I think Lane was our leading receiver last year, so we got him coming back. So I'm excited offensively about what we can do in the versatility.
Tell me a little bit about whenever you're going to be splitting people out. Will you be splitting the tight ends out for the most part?
Both those kids, I would have no issue flexing out a wide receiver. They're around 6'2", and like I said, they can run a little bit. Even our wing backs, we're talking about Tullis, we're talking about Michael Barner, we're talking about Grieve.
You'll have good speed.
We have good speed kids that can catch the football. So I like our flexibility.
Let's talk a little bit about the defense. You've got quite a few kids coming back there too.
Yeah, you're gonna hear some of the same names. Lane Robson, Jude Carter. We talked about those guys. Munoz was an all-conference linebacker for us last year. But down front, I kind of like we got some new faces, but I think they're going to be impact guys. Hayden Fellowitz, senior, been waiting for his opportunity at D tackle. Aiden Cates, really, really good wrestler, going to play nose guard for us. Big Ryan Bond, another senior, been waiting for his opportunity. He's around 6'2", 310 pounds.
Oh, really?
Physical.
That's good size.
So once again, I like the mix back there. Tullis, Keegan Downer are going to be fighting for the safety spot. Braken's going to be out there at safety. Grieve is, Grieve's locking down one of those corners.
He's an outstanding cornerback.
Outstanding corner, and started for us as a sophomore last year. So we got a lot of good pieces. We kind of set it down on paper. Right now we're looking at only about 4 or 5 kids playing both ways. But then at the same time, we have kids that can fill in for them and give them breaks. And I know that's part of small school football. You're gonna put your best 11 out there, but having the depth, I think, will help us moving forward.
Who do you have? You hate to talk about it, but you got to do it. You got to punt sometime. What are we going to do on a punt team? You got? Have you developed a punter?
Last night we had camp. That was the first time we've looked at a punter.
Is that right?
I'm not overly.
I was wondering about that.
We'll do a lot of that. So when you can go camp, you can go helmet, shoulder pads, and really get
Shells
after a little bit.
yeah.
Well, then you revert back to helmets only.
Right.
The first 2 days of practice, and we'll do some conditioning, but we do a lot of special teams. My goal is always to try to have special teams knocked out in those first 2 days.
Oh, that's cool.
So that when we get the helmet and shoulder pads on, we can jump right into offense and defense.
You already mentioned the big kid who's going to be potentially kicking. Anybody else in the mix?
Not right now. I will say punting wise, we've had Tullis has punted for us in the past. Lane Robson's punted for us in the past.
Robson did.
Sometimes we'll just get in shotgun and let our quarterback quick kick it, so it is what it is, and then we still have some good personnel out there to cover the kick.
That's the interesting thing, and I know nobody pays attention to this show, but oftentimes you'll see the quarterback getting into the shotgun and quick kick it. And has a quarterback ever actually gone into the shotgun on like a 4th and 20 and then not quick kicked?
Not on a 4th and 20. We've had what happens 9 times out of 10 is that the team you're playing will stay in their defense.
Yeah.
And then they don't send a guy back.
Yeah.
So even if it's just a 30-yard punt, they're not returning it.
Right.
So that's kind of the basis.
That's when you want the quick.
Right.
That's when you want the punter or the quarterback, whoever's doing the punt, to be able to turn it over.
Right.
And
we've done some rugby style kicks too. In the past, we've given our kid if he feels like he can get that 5 yards, tuck it and run.
I got to tell you,
you have to defend the run first, and that's the benefit.
I got to tell you, in the conversation so far, it doesn't sound like we're field goaling it.
No, that's not in our vocabulary. Listen, we've talked. We hit on the Perez kid we had a few years during COVID. It takes a lot of time to work on field goal extra.
Oh, it sure does.
You gotta do it every day. You gotta have a great snap, great hold, great kick, and you have to block.
It's 10 or 15 minutes
every
of practice
day.
every day.
So we had to devote,
if not more,
15 to 20 minutes to that every day to be consistent, and I think he was around 90% on his.
You got a kicker who can do that. When you have a kicker who's that good, you can do that.
You can do it, but if you got a kid that's 50%, then my opinion might as well be working on maybe some 2-point conversion plays, or
I like the thought.
That's where I'm at with it.
I like to think, and I hadn't really considered the amount of time in practice. You want some Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here with Justin. Coach Townsend will be back here right after these. Stick around, wrap things up on the Mules.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey, folks, welcome back. That might have made a difference.
Might have made a difference.
On all kinds of things.
Yeah.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, here with Justin Townsend, Fairfield High School football coach. Before we ask about the Black Diamond and who's going to be good, you got to tell me about this doesn't happen in this day and age anymore. Tell me about what's going on here.
Well, we do this every year. The local business puts up hay, and they always reach out to us and see if we got some volunteers. And
not too many businesses have the straw, like the one-hander straw.
So we do this every year, and then they make a donation to the football program. I think right there, that's actually the wrestlers you got there.
Oh, that's cool.
That's all right. They do the wrestling and football program. There's a mix of kids there, obviously, and it's good for a lot of reasons. Obviously, the donation to the program, but there's another football crew there. So I told them, of course, I did this growing up. I said, you're definitely going to want to wear jeans, and you need a pair of gloves.
Yeah.
And
you need work gloves.
And I would wear a T-shirt at the very least, maybe even a long sleeve shirt. Of course, they didn't listen to me on that part, but anyway, it's a good experience for them. Some of them were dragging for a couple days.
I was going to say, what's the reaction of the kids?
We do.
When they pick up the first or second bale of hay, it's a 50-pound bale. You got to toss it.
It's not too bad, but I think after about 100 bales, now we do a morning shift and an afternoon shift, so that helps a little bit, and they furnish lunch for them and keep them hydrated and stuff. But it's a good experience for our kids, and anything we can do to help out in the community a little bit.
There you go. Here's the Mules schedule this season. This includes a game that doesn't count, but it's probably pretty good. Olney's going to be pretty good.
Olney's going to be really good again. And last year's scrimmage was great with them. It was great for both teams. I think this year will be the same.
We had mentioned off the air, maybe it was on the air, that I think it's off, that there weren't too many D1 kids or Big Ten kids in the conference. There's a Big Ten kid coming in from Albany.
We'll see one pretty quickly there at the scrimmage game. Although he didn't play a ton last year, I'll be curious how much he plays this year. I mean, you kind of know what you got with him.
What you got with the Tobin kid from Albany.
And then he's got a little brother, I think, will probably start on the O-line for him, too. So there'll be two Tomans on the O-line. I think he plays center.
We are covering, by the way, folks, for your information, the Red Hill game on September 6th. That's a Saturday night game. And we're also going to be at I think the homecoming game versus CZR and the Flora game. They're at Flora on the 10th of October. So we've got you once in September and twice in October. Just to in this conference, you say Johnson said he's going to be probably the team to beat, aren't they?
I think they're just reloading at this point, and somebody's going to have to knock them off on a yearly basis before somebody else can move up in that slot. I also think Cesar is going to be very good again. I think Flora is going to be solid.
So it's Cesar Valere and Waltonville, but not Woodlawn?
Not Woodlawn anymore, no.
Okay.
Cesar Valere, Waltonville, and that's allowed them to stay in 1A when they made the playoffs, and that's been really good for them these last few years. They've had some good runs.
You think Flora's going to be
Flora's got a lot of kids coming back. a lot of good athletes, 3-year starter at quarterback, pretty good up
He's got a
front.
good arm.
Yeah, so I think they're going to be tough. I really do. I think and I think they're going to be solid here for a few years. Actually, they've had a good young group too. So. Our games have been super competitive with them. I think that'll be a big game later in the year. But,
every year the rivalry game between Carmi is always a battle, isn't it?
Carmi's going to be solid as well.
New coach,
but Coach Wolf's been there forever, and he's been, kind of like an associate head coach with Coach Simon, so I don't really think you'll see a drop off there at all. So.
Speaking of him as a new coach, there are 4 schools in the conference with new coaches this year, but you're really not looking for a ton of change, are you?
I don't think there'll be much change at Johnston City. That he was their offensive coordinator and line coach, Coach Mummert. So I think they'll still be very solid, be physical. Obviously Coach Rude to CZR.
That was a surprise to me. I didn't see that one coming.
He had said that he was done. He was gonna. He's got grandkids, I think, up in Chicago and maybe St. Louis. He said he was going to get out of it, maybe coach freshman football somewhere over in that area.
He's been planning on getting.
And then the next thing you know, he messaged me or called me. He doesn't text message. I think he emailed me and said that.
Well, I'm glad he does that.
Yeah, so I think he said he was going to take the CZR job, and it's a job. He is from Christopher originally.
Right,
that's where he went to school. He had always wanted that job and just never had the opportunity, or it didn't work out.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and he just felt like he needed to take a shot at trying to turn that program around and maybe show some of these younger coaches some things that they could do. He said it's not a long-term thing, but
if anybody could, it'd be Hall of Famer.
He's super knowledgeable. He's old school. He still does everything on a pad of paper, draws it out. I mean, but he will do his homework, and I guarantee they're going to be a lot more competitive.
Well, that's outside. And also the new coach at there was one other. I might be wrong. Johnson City.
I think Johnston City, Carmi, Christopher, and I believe everybody else is the same.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the other
Red Hill's new in the conference.
That's the thing I was thinking. Yeah, Red Hill new in the conference. Well, going to be a good conference setup.
Yep.
Let's talk college football. Are my Illini going to be able to get 10 wins again?
Man, that would be great. I think you mentioned it's never been done, correct, in program history.
No. 2 years in a row.
The biggest thing is they're going to probably have a target on their back this year. So we'll see how that all plays out. I think last year maybe we snuck up on some people. Obviously, getting Altmaier to come back was instrumental, I think, in everybody being really positive going into this year. But having your O-line back and having some good running backs back, we got a lot of good experience. I hope our defense can improve.
Are you going to be able to get to any games?
I try to make it up there a few, but the reality is, I kind of mentioned a little bit, we run the flag football league every Saturday. Our players help with that, and then my youngest
might be tough ticket.
They sold out. Is that correct?
They sold out season tickets,
and a few individual games. Right?
Ohio State's about to sell out. There's like half a dozen seats left or something. I bought my tickets for Ohio State 2 days ago.
Right.
And I had to go on the secondary market.
Yeah, there you go.
Woo-hoo!
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, that's exciting. So we'll see. I hope they can duplicate it.
You mentioned Altmaier. I don't think they're going to be hurt that bad by McRae not coming back, to tell you.
No, I don't. I don't either.
Because he really hadn't done a whole lot until the last 2 games last year.
No, I think offensively, I think we'll continue to be pretty solid, but we got to improve defensively if we want to get those 10 wins.
That's the thing going to Indiana. Signetti will put it on you.
And that's the thing. That's kind of Indiana's just blown up too.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
So I don't know the last time that Illinois and Indiana have both been relevant in the Big Ten.
Only time. This is the only time. The best line I saw was in the preseason poll came out, and the Michigan guy said, "I got to tell you, I don't feel bad. We're between this every other year between Indiana and Illinois. I'd feel like crap.
Right.
But right now, I feel pretty good.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Best of luck to the Mules this year.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being, and to the Bears and to the Illini folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Big Talk. Have a great day.